It all began with a single sentence that hit harder than I anticipated. While we sat across from each other at dinner, my wife, Aisha, said with an unsettling calm, "If you can't handle me staying late with my boss, maybe this marriage isn't working." I brushed it off at first, assuming it was just frustration talking. But the more I replayed it in my head, the more I realized that wasn't a defense. It was a warning. Ever since she started her new job, things had shifted between us. I was proud of her at the beginning, truly. Her drive, her excitement, I cheered her on. But those urgent projects that dragged on past midnight started feeling less like dedication and more like deception. Every night, she insisted it was just work with her manager, Salman. At first, I believed it. But soon, little things started stacking up. A perfume I didn't recognize lingering on her clothes. Her sudden obsession with keeping her phone locked and face down. A new wardrobe that didn't feel like just business. I wasn't being possessive. I was being rational. No job demands that much overtime without something more behind it. When I tried to bring it up, she got defensive. "You're being ridiculous," she snapped. "You don't get how intense my work is." I wanted to believe her. But deep down, my instincts were screaming at me. And the harder she tried to deny it, the more obvious it became. One night, I drove to her office just before midnight. The building was dark, nearly empty, except for one parked car. Salman's. I waited. Watched. A little while later, they emerged. Her laughter echoed across the lot, too loud to be innocent. She stood close to him, her hand brushing his arm like it belonged there. That laugh used to be mine. I didn't confront her. Not then. I needed more than suspicion. I needed facts. So I started gathering everything I could. Hotel confirmations. Call histories. Messages she'd assumed were safely hidden in cloud backups. Every lie left a trail, and I followed them all. At home, I kept up the act. I kissed her forehead, asked about her day, played the supportive husband. She thought I was fooled, but I was preparing. Every calm nod, every quiet dinner, it was all part of my plan. When I had enough, I didn't just think about ending things. I wanted her to feel it, to know what it's like when your world flips overnight. That's when I found out Salman was married, with 2 children. His wife, Farah, had no idea what he was doing after hours. I sent everything, anonymously of course. Screenshots, pictures, proof she couldn't ignore. The impact was instant. Farah exposed the affair in front of their kids. Salman's golden boy reputation at work unraveled fast. He was suspended, pending an investigation, and whispers turned to full-blown scandal in the office. Aisha didn't see it coming. She came home shattered, blaming me for destroying everything. Said Salman had cut ties to save his skin. That's when I showed her the folder, everything I'd collected. I told her coldly, "You ended this the moment you chose dishonesty over loyalty." I wasn't done. The same file went to her company's HR, quietly, discreetly. In most cases, workplace relationships get swept under the rug. But when they involve favoritism and suspicious after-hours meetings, higher-ups tend to take notice. She was let go within weeks. No noise, just a quiet dismissal and a tarnished reputation. When she realized I'd orchestrated it all, she broke down, said she had nothing left, pleaded with me to make it stop. I only repeated the line she once threw at me, "If you can't trust me, maybe we don't belong together." She had used it to push me away. I turned it into a final goodbye. The divorce was clean. I left with my self-respect. She lost her job, her affair, and the marriage she took for granted. My revenge wasn't dramatic. It was precise, deliberate, almost poetic. Now, months later, I sleep without a single doubt. Aisha once told me trust is what holds a marriage together. She broke it. And in the end, it was that choice, not me, that brought everything crashing down.